Jane Watson at the top of the order has done pretty well for Australia, and opening with him is Brad Haddin, an Australian wicketkeeper who's pretty aggressive in his approach.
It is carrying towards the feet of the wicketkeeper.
Now just a loose, not to start up for Bofu. Yeah, they're off the mark then, the Australians on the board. It's gone fine, gone very fine. Lots of work, too much work for fine leg, 4 runs.
Well, that's the only problem, because if you're bowling sharpish as Bofu is doing, then you've got to be pretty accurate. If you're going to go on the pads, and even a little bit of a deflection off the bat or the pads is going to go for runs, go for boundaries. And that's exactly what's happening. In any case, modern captains don't keep a deep fine leg. They tend to keep the fine leg a little squarer. And that makes it very difficult for that fielder to run to his right and save the boundary, save the deflection.
Gets the single. Oopsie.
Come on!
Not the fleetest of foot. Raymond Price is upset with himself because that was one for him to field. Absolutely nobody else to blame. He got there, did all the hard work of getting there, and then punched it past the post.
Well, that's well fielded. It's the end of the over as well. 15 for none. Well, that's good running by Watson. Well, I think he was home. Tatenda Taibu very quick to come up and had a go at the stumps. Watson seemed to me to be okay. Let's have a look.
Yes, I think it was his call, because he knew he was going to go to the danger end. But maybe if Taibu had got a proper grip of the ball, might have been able to throw it more quickly.
Well, that's well fielded. Mid-wicket moving across just a little bit, realizing that there was one. If he didn't stop that one, he did. It's the end of the over, 19 for none.
Well, another good over from Mpofu.
I've already seen New Zealand do it. That's very well played. That's a lovely cover drive. Well, I mentioned that this outfield was beautiful. Have a look at that one roll.
Well, finally a half volley coming the batsman's way, and quick to take advantage of it. Just giving himself a little bit of room. Didn't go to the pitch of the ball, but just moved his front foot away so he could hit it with the turn.
Yes, that's Haddin's way. He likes to give it a little bit of room. But that was a lovely shot. Yeah, that's good running. Nice placement and positive calling. It's 28 for none. Oh, and that must have been pretty close to the stumps. Just judging by the way that the keeper responded there. Did that hit the stumps? The bails perhaps not fall off? Let's see if we can pick it up. We'll have a look in a moment. It's 32 for none.
Yeah, Haddin got himself into a bit of a tangle. It does look as though it's come to rest against the middle stump. Got the inside edge onto the inside part of his thigh, and it has hit middle stump, obviously not very firmly. Unfortunately for Haddin, it hasn't dislodged the bails. And that'll be a boundary to Watson. Yeah, Alistair Campbell, former Zimbabwean captain, moves into the commentary position. Good afternoon, Alistair.
Afternoon, Chapili. Yeah, Australia going along 36 for no wicket, a boundary there. Just straying onto the leg stump, Christopher Mpofu, and Shane Watson helping himself, finding up in the circle. So once he got it past him, Raymond Price is the man there. It was always going to go away to the fence for 4. Bludgeoned away over mid-wicket, too short from Mpofu. Prosper Sayer getting in very close at mid-wicket, had no chance. Watson, well, it's just the time that the floodgates open.
It's one reason why he's so hard to stop. It looks as though Mpofu attempting to bowl off cutters, just rolling his wrist a little bit, but Watson will drive you down the ground if you overpitch, and if you're slightly short, he'll pull you through mid-wicket. So he's a very hard man to shut down. That's a shot that has got him out a bit, the late cut there that he's played to third man. He plays it well, but every now and again, if you get a bit of an off cutter going, and that's what Mpofu's attempting to do, you can get either a little knock on, or if you get the top edge, carries through to the keeper or slip. Has got him out a few times, but he does pick up a lot of runs.
That's over mid-on, be another boundary. This time Haddon into the act. So 2 boundaries already conceded. Watson, both of them. This occasion, Haddon just giving himself a little bit of room and bludgeoning it over mid-on.
Yeah, he doesn't like to be kept quiet for too long, Brad Haddon. Loves to keep the game moving. He's got a very attacking approach to the game of cricket. Doesn't matter what he's doing, whether it's batting, in the field. He's always thinking attack. And it's one of the reasons why he's been pushed up to the top of the order. So he's a very hard man to keep quiet.
Advancing down the wicket, Haddon, and Mpofu saw him early, and they decided to bowl the short one. Not a bad option at all at that particular stage. Just begs the question here as well, as Mpofu bowled his first 5 overs for 15. Then the captain decided to bring Mpofu on at the commentary box end, and then replace him at the other end once he had a rhythm. I sometimes find that very upsetting for the fast bowler, that he's bowling from one end. Why on earth would you want to take him off for a couple and then bring him on at the other end? Price was doing such a good job as well. And, well, Chikumbura just needs to take charge here. This was always going to happen after a very, very good start from Zimbabwean perspective. There was always going to be a time when the Australians try to cut loose in this particular over. Just 1 ball remaining. He's got to make sure that they just finish it well, or as well as they can. Well, that's over mid-off. That's another boundary. 17 off that over from Mpofu. 49 for none.
He's a very sweet timer of the ball, Brad Haddon. And you see there, I mean, it's not even a full follow-through. Just a couple of steps down the pitch and sort of a 3/4 follow-through, and yet it bounced just inside the rope. Very, very sweet timer of the ball. He's one of those guys, he walks out to the crease and he'll hit the first ball in the middle of the bat and it'll go like a rocket.
It's very well fielded. I thought for a while he had found the gap. A lot of air given by Utsaya, and Craig Irvin at mid-off, full length to his left, pulls off a superb save.
Yes, sir! Come on!
56 for none.
Well, he's quite a hard taskmaster, Raymond Price. You see there he's bashing the ground, feeling as though he should have saved that single. Like all bowlers, he doesn't like giving runs away. A lot of desperation. That's why you like to have those sort of guys in your side. You know that it means something to them.
It's a very subdued start by the Australians. Run rate's only operating at 3.27 at the moment. And they'll be very keen to start accelerating that shortly. Both batsmen will be keen to bat through as well.
There's a big appeal. Now very vociferous from Tatenda Taibu behind the stumps. And it's going through his mind. He's going to the captain. He's got a little smile. Where's he going to put his money where his mouth is? Yeah, he's called for it. The captain, Alton Chigumbura, has signalled for the DRS. So the decision review system is going to come into play. Right, so it's a Zim review. The original decision not out. An LBW call. First look at the no ball. Well, that's clearly behind the line, so no problems there. That's the first area that the third umpire will have a look at. And then we'll have a look at where it hit. And there we go. Wow. Well, naked eye, that looks to be pretty adjacent. And this will give us a better idea from Hawkeye. It did turn. Well, the impact was in line. And it is hitting halfway up middle and leg. So what will come back to the on-field umpire is that the impact is in line. It is hitting the wicket. And I think you might find that there will be a reversal here.
Yep, the umpire is now communicating to the third umpire, and there is a reversal. He's out. That's the end of Brad Haddin. Had the decision reversed, and it was quite clearly out when we had the benefit of television.
He went to his captain, Tatenda Taibu, who said, I think we should review this. It looked out to me, put his money where his mouth is, and has been successful. Brad Haddin gone for 29. Australia now 61 for 1. Well, one of the legends of the game in at number 3, the Australian captain, Ricky Ponting, the most capped World Cup player. And that's 40 matches he's played in World Cup cricket. At the age of 36, has been out with an injury, a finger injury, as Ricky Ponting. And now back to lead the fight for his country. Dot ball to end the 19, 61 for 1. Two straight again from Creamer. Just have to wait and see if there's any bet on that. Maybe just pad. Yeah, the umpire's about to signal that leg buys. I suppose as the ball gets a bit older as well, there'll be a little bit of that reverse swing. It looks those conditions, doesn't it? The pitch. And with Creamer, he might just get that in drift, so he's got to be very careful where he's aiming here. He's got to get at that off-stump line.
What up, buddy? Right, Joey?
Now that's a better line. I think he needs to be concentrating very much on a straight line. And this is the downfall for Brad Haddin. Found himself LBW, just going back to a ball, looking to work to the leg. And missing it and being trapped right in front.
Yeah, good start by Zimbabwe. Bit of a misfield there. Slight blemish, but by and large, things have gone well. Good fielding that, Raymond Price.
Interesting in the 22nd or 23rd over to one of the best players in the world. There's only 3 on the boundary and they're all posted on the leg side. You know, on the offside field, you know, there's a ring field with mid-off still in. No, he's being pushed back now. So coming towards the end of the over, he's being pushed back to the boundary, but still the Zimbabweans are on the attack.
Oh, misfield. He'll be upset with himself, Alton Chigumbura. Every little run, it counts. Everything's happened pretty quickly here. The over rate, 16.4 per hour. It's a long way ahead. It's more than 2 overs ahead. Nearly 3. Shot, very good shot. Hit very hard down the ground. Watson's a strong lad, and he's got it away for 4.
Well, this is the Watson we're used to seeing over the past year or so. Been in terrific form. He's got a great technique, but he's also got immense power, and that's a great example. Off the back foot, punishing it down the ground and comfortably beating the deep fielders. And looking to repeat the dose, but only just getting the 1 on this occasion. And Australia 79 for 1.
That's nicely played. Leg glance worked really fine. An opportunity for 3 runs. Really good work, good running.
Go, B!
Actually placed in the gap, and straight away the call was 2. Ricky Ponting. Batsmen generally will pick their fielders. They'll know who is where, and as soon as they see who it is out there, know whether to turn back for a second or not. Through. It's a fast outfield. It'll be a tough chase for Prosper Otsea. He'll haul it in. So really good start this first half of the over. Getting 6 runs.
Yeah, beautiful touch by the captain. Just waiting for that ball, running it off the face of the blade.
Go, Bands, go, boy!
Good shot, very good shot. What a way to get to 50. Beautiful work by Watson. Lauded by the change room. 98 for 1.
Well, 2 straight on that occasion. Watson clipping that away to the leg side, and it's beaten the fieldsman down there at deep backward square. And he picks off a 4. Beautifully timed off his pads.
Very nice shot. Just had to get the gap to perfection, and that's exactly what happened. Oh, well played in the end. He left his crease and was down the wicket. Ricky Ponting. And Graham Kramer might well have seen him trying to get it past him down the leg side. But he managed to get something on it.
Well, this is what I mean when I say he uses his feet. He's always looking to get to the pitch of the ball to try and smother the spin, whether it be in defense or in attack. Get as close to the ball as possible.
Well struck. That's very well struck. It's a big one. It's gone out the park. 6 runs.
And this man believes in his power. So the previous delivery was slightly tossed up, and Ponting was down the pitch, and now the bowler trying to compensate, bowled a flat one, and Watson was waiting for it. The 50 partnership coming with that massive 6 from Shane Watson.
A single to finish. 12 off this over. 119 for 1.
Oh, very quick to transfer his weight onto the back foot. And that's a big hit. That is a long, long way.
That's nicely played. Firmly struck again. More work for Coventry. Really well done to stop it going over the rope.
Well, Zimbabwe's fielding has always been one of its plus points. Outstanding fielding unit. And you can see that from that effort. Straying on the pads. There's a fine leg in the 30-yard circle. So a lot of work there for that deep square leg.
And again, Finer this time. Can he get there? No, it's gone for 4. 129 for 1.
Well, that over was just the kind of push that the Australians needed. Already the previous 5 overs they had been scoring pretty quickly, and now this over will certainly have helped them. Pretty ordinary bowling by bowling at the pads.
That's well fielded, very well fielded. Sean Williams, left arm orthodox. Oh, way down the leg side, and that should go for 4. Yes, it will. So not a very good start for Williams.
Yes, he dragged the ball down and on the leg stump as well. Just what Shane Watson was looking for. Didn't try to hit it in the air again. Hit it along the ground.
This World Cup. Big appeal from Tatenda Taibu in particular. It looked to me as if Kramer decided to go with him, but I think it was probably just slipping down the leg side.
Well, I think what the umpire will be looking for is whether the ball hit the pad first as well. I think they have gone for the referral. Haddin was out in a similar manner.
Right, well, let's go through the process now. First of all, was it legitimate? Yes, it was. Foot behind the line. So no problems in that area. Now we go to the rest. Was it pitched in line with the stumps? It certainly wasn't outside the line. So, and I think it hit the pad first. Now the question really is, did it spin enough? We'll see where it pitches here, around about middle. Hits the pad on middle and will go through and hit middle and off. Well, this has got to be out. Given not out, there's no doubt here that Watson is going to go the same way as Haddin. There we are. There's the up goes the finger, and that's the end of Watson. That's a very, very important wicket. Watson was playing very well. He was beginning to loosen up as well. 79 to Watson. So he's on his way back. LBW to Kramer, 92 deliveries, and the score now 140 for 2. Michael Clarke is the new batsman. He's in at number 4 for the Australians. He too is a good player of spin. He likes to use his feet. So we've got 2 batsmen out there now facing spinners, both of whom like to get down the pitch.
Yeah.
New batsman at the crease. He takes some time to get going. That's what Zimbabwe will be hoping.
Yeah. We got it, Bobby! Keep on, keep on!
Should be looking for 2 here. Clarke's a good runner. It's quick. Oh, and that's close. That's very close. That hit the stumps direct. The umpire referring that one straight upstairs right away. And just looking at Ponting there, the way he was having to stretch towards the end as he got towards the stumps, this could well be out. Let's have a look.
Yes, I think it's short of the crease. I think his body language now, as he awaits the decision, is not too good. And it looks to me as if Ponting's been short of the crease. Yes, that's what the third umpire's decision is. It was Mofufu who threw that ball. Wonderful throw there. Ricky Ponting out for 28, 144 for 3.
Right, so Cameron White is the new batsman. He's quite a powerful hitter himself. Just 27 years of age, but he'll be at the non-strikers end. Clarke has got the strike now. And that's the last ball of the over. So the score moves on now to 145 for 3.
Yeah.
There again. He's got some arm.
Yes.
Well played. Very good shot. Smashed away to backward point, and Pufu's there again. Oh, and have a look at that throw. He's got a rocket arm. Magnificent throw again. Long enough, those arms of his, I've got to tell you that. But boy, he's got a good action.
Tremendous throwing arm. And I'll tell you what, they won't be looking for any extra runs once he's got the ball in his hand. That is a good flat throw.
Yes, he's very gangly, tall guy, and not much of him, but he gets moving around the boundary. Look at the pickup here. He gets rid of it quite quickly too. That elbow of his, nice and high, and he doesn't half let it rip.
Right, Tommy. Stay over and drink.
Straight back to the bowler.
Short from it, Sayer, and this will get to the boundary for 4. Probably just thought that the batsman was coming at him and dropped his length a little bit. He stayed in his crease, Michael Clarke, and in the end put it away pretty comfortably.
Come round, come round. Yeah, lad. Good run, good run.
And well, the last man to go was the captain, the Australian captain, Ricky Ponting. Took on the arm of Christopher Mpofu out in the deep. And here it was, and directed. Most amazing thing. That's up in the air. This could be out. Oh, he's put it down. It was the opportunity. Cameron White taking on Raymond Price. And Craig Irvin it is down at mid-wicket. Just didn't get there.
Yeah, I think it bounced just in front of him. Good delivery there from Ray Price.
That's a good shot. He's got it pretty straight enough to go for 4. So Prosper Sayer, well, I was just lauding the way that he was able to get it full and straight and up in the block hole. Well, that was the perfect length. Michael Clarke spotted it and put it away.
Very difficult to defend if you can't get it up into that block hole.
He shaped to give himself a bit of room, did Michael Clarke, and then went inside the line and got it past the man at short fine leg. 200 up for Australia.
Yeah, Clarke on this occasion looking to hit the offside, but the bowler angling it down the leg side, and it's a free hit really. When you've got fine leg up there, you only have to beat him left or right by a few feet.
He's bowled him. He's got him. He didn't look comfortable out there, Cameron White. Had struggled really to get going. And Christopher Mpofu, well, he's accounted for him off the last ball of the power play overs.
Yeah, Cameron White looking to heave this ball over mid-wicket. Another slow ball off cutter, just getting a bottom edge. So the change of pace doing the trick there. And Cameron White departs. Just the 22 off 36 balls. Australia now 207 for 4.
David Hussey, the new man for Australia. That's up in the air, and I think will go all the way. Big hit from David Hussey down the wicket, and got enough on it to get it over the ropes.
Well, to walk in and on your second delivery dispatch it straight over the side screen comfortably is not an easy task, and that's exactly what David Hussey's done there.
Good comeback from Williams. 46 gone, 216 for 4.
And this is it, David Hussey getting good connection, hitting it straight and long.
make a difference. That's a nice shot. What a shot that is. Great timing on that. It's David Hussey once again. He's come out with aggressive intent and is executed well in a couple of shots here.
Well, this is great adjustment, using his feet. Didn't quite get to it, but he waited for it. That was the key. He waited for that delivery, so he timed it to perfection.
Oh, it's off the pad. Misdirected by the bowler. No, it's off the bat. Gone for 4, given 4 by the umpire.
Well, bonus boundary for the Australians. Again, erring down the leg side. Clark getting a little faint edge on that, beating Taibu behind the stumps. Not the tallest keeper in world cricket, so his outstretched arm is not a particularly big outstretched arm.
Nicely played onto the onside. Will be searching for a second and gets a second run. Good work, good running. 50 up as well for Michael Clark. Appreciated by his team. It's come off 50 balls, a 46th one-day international 50 for Michael Clark. In the gap, that's very well played. Intentionally going inside the ball, getting it over cover and getting 4. 15 off the over. It's 241 for 4.
Clever shot here by Michael Clark, giving himself room, and this is all about timing and placement. Working the ball over that extra cover fieldsman.
And Hussey will be looking to see which areas he can go for. He can clear the rope. Got him! He's bowled him. Down the wicket, David Hussey looking to attack. And Raymond Price gets past him. And it's a wicket for Zimbabwe. A big one.
Well, the experience of Price paying off. Clever, clever bowler. It's a big wicket. David Hussey, as he's shown, has the ability to hit the ball out of the ground. On this occasion, there's no contact whatsoever. And that's the roar of Price. The pleasure of the wicket of David Hussey. Gone for 14. Australia 241 for 5.
Steve Smith walks in at 7 for Australia and be looking to strike some lusty blows to finish with a flourish for Australia. They're 241 for 5. Oh, catch was the call. It's gone very straight and it's gone for 4. Good start for Smith.
Terrific strike. First up by Steve Smith. Can be considered as a little bit unorthodox in the way he goes about it, and there you go, there's a good example. First ball, giving himself room like a baseball swat down the ground. 4 more.
And long off was in the wrong place. He was a long way wide. And Taibu behind the stumps, arms outstretched. That's up in the air. That's gone all the way as well. A 4 and a 6 to start for Steve Smith. Brings up the 250 for Australia.
Well, this is one of the reasons this young batting all-rounder is fancied by the Australian selectors. He has got that little bit of X factor about him.
Smith on strike on 11 from 3. It's up in the air. There's a man out there. Simple catch. Regis Chakapa makes absolutely no mistake.
Yeah, good catch out in the deep. Facing the sunshine there. It was a full delivery. Smith clipping that off his pads. Looking straight into the sun there, making no mistake whatsoever. So a good wicket early. Seen how dangerous Smith can be just in a short visit. 4 balls he faced for the 11. Australia now 254 for 6.
Mitchell Johnson has walked out to the middle for Australia. Well bowled, very well bowled. Oh, it's going to be sent back. Take the dot. Right in the block hole from Chris Mpofu.
Perfect execution towards the end of the innings. It's exactly where you want your quick bowlers to be bowling up, right up on that block hole. At the batsman's feet, this is even tailed in a little bit. Michael Clarke's been at the crease for a long time, and even he couldn't work that away for just a one.
It's firmly struck. Oopsie, misfield. Didn't quite get a hold of it as he was going to throw it, just slipped out the hands.
Yeah, the slightest of fumbles at this stage really can cost you that extra run. Michael Clarke on that occasion running that first one very, very hard. They're reaping the reward for that hard work, getting too comfortably.
Just 3 off the over so far, 2 balls to go. A wicket has fallen as well, so good job done by Mpofu. He's got to finish well. It's up and over, and it's going to go for 4. But just the man at mid-wicket can't afford to go on that leg side, Chris Mpofu, and it's a good shot that by Mitchell Johnson, just helping it onto that leg side, knowing there's no cover on the fence.
Yeah, lovely flick, and I can't help but think that it just makes it harder for the bowler when he's having to deliver to a left-hander, and this is the first left-hander in Australia's lineup to date. And, already it's shown that it's created a challenge for the bowler. He's having to bowl around the wicket, so it's changing his tactic, where he's been over the wicket all day. The last ball of this innings.
Maybe looking for a second, Michael Clarke. It's not there. So Australia end 262 for 6 in their 50 overs.
So after a very cautious and un-Australian start, just 32 scored from the first 13 overs, the holders eventually found their feet. Shane Watson upped his rate to finish top scorer with 79 off 92 balls, and Michael Clarke made sure his side had a decent total to defend with a well-composed, unbeaten 58. Chris Mpofu carried the seamers' burden well at the top of the innings and, although slightly expensive, finished with 2 wickets. The decision to rely heavily on spin probably paid off for Zimbabwe, as Price, Utsayer and Kramer were all hard to get away, but they perhaps could have done with an extra bowler to support them. So certainly not the huge target that many expected, but it would still require having to go at over 5 and over. The defending champions World Cup campaign got off to a disappointing start. Once again, Watson was the backbone of the innings and Clarke chipped in with a half-century, but Zimbabwe would have been delighted with restricting Australia to just 262. So could Zimbabwe chase down this relatively modest total and shock the world number ones?
Brendan Taylor, he's the man opening the batting for Zimbabwe. Just 25 years of age and has really come on this year. ICC ODI ranking of 38, and he started well down prior to the beginning of this season. The man opening the batting with him will be Charles Coventry, and a bit of an enigma, Charles Coventry, 27 years of age, 92nd in the ICC ODI rankings. We saw evidence in the first innings that the pitch was a little on the slow side, and that might definitely aid the Zimbabweans in countering this pace from the Australians. Here comes Tate. Yes. Straight away off the mark, nicely behind it, Brendan Taylor. Back of a length, and he called the run very quickly, and Coventry responded. That's a glorious shot, it really is. Yes, it was a half volley, it was right up there, but he waited for it nicely and just leant on it. He really can time a cricket ball, this bloke. And from Zimbabwean perspective, they need him to hang about.
Well, he might have glasses, but he saw that one all right. That really raced off the bat. That's the thing about pace bowling.
Yeah, just worked off the hips. They should get back for 2. Yeah, you're always going to expect a bit of this. And Brendan Taylor's one of those blokes. We heard a pre-match interview. He was under no illusion that some of this stuff would happen. Doesn't time it that well, Coventry, but nicely behind it. Just to punch into the covers. And Ponting, as his field said, very square. So anytime you can get behind it and get it in front, there's runs to be had. That's what he can do. That is an amazing shot. A bit of width off it to Charles Coventry, frees his arms and whacks it away over point for 6.
Oh, that was an amazing shot. It didn't just clear the rope. It went a good 10 metres over the boundary, and it went not very high all the way, but it was, the moment it hit the bat, it was a 6.
There we go. And he's going to go. Well, I might have put the commentator's curse on him, but that's exactly what we've become accustomed to with Charles Coventry. He looks $1 million 1 minute and then takes on the shot that he's not used to playing. It's not in his repertoire, and he's done it on that occasion. He's tried to pull Brett Lee. Should have just got under it. Nowhere near in the right position. Lobs it straight up in the air. Brett Lee, well, clutches it, not very convincingly, but the result is Coventry still out. He's gone for 14. Zimbabwe now 22 for 1. In at number 3 for Zimbabwe, Tatenda Taibu, a very experienced campaigner.
That's a beauty. Online. And well played too.
I tell you what, that is a superb shot. I've seen this bloke play that shot time and time again in South Africa to the South African quick bowlers. They pitched it short and he just glides it off the face over like first slip. Very deliberate and very well executed.
Yeah, very clever, very clever. All controlled, watched it right onto his blade there. Look at that. Beautifully played. And it's a dangerous shot when you're thinking about it. You've got a third man in place, so you could easily just paddle that down, straight down third man's throat, but the control of that shot was superb. He got that straight over first slip's head.
Lovely shot, lovely piece of fielding. Good cricket all round to end the 8th over, 30 for 1.
Nicely nudged onto the onside. Thoughts of 2 here, and very well run. The ball didn't get outside the 30-yard circle. There's an appeal for a run out, and he seems pretty happy about it, David Hussey. And it's gone upstairs to be reviewed by the 3rd umpire. It'd be pretty irresponsible as the batsman if you haven't grounded your bat in.
Yeah, comfortably in. Comfortably in, but you always have to check with a direct hit. You just never know.
So confirmation then. Well struck, very well struck, and it races to the fence for 4. It's Taibu who finally gets one away.
Well, that'll be a relief. The pressure was building. You could see it, you could feel it. And on this occasion, Brett Lee just giving that bit of width and Taibu jumping all over it. All it needed to do was find the gap, and it did.
Got to hurry, got to hurry. Oh, I tell you what, that would have been gone. He's a very good fielder, Ricky Ponting, and a lot of the time he does hit the target.
Well, that's the other advantage of having Ricky Ponting at mid-off, is that when you try to take on mid-off, you've got someone like him who's so quick to get to the ball and release the ball. And as you said, Pommy, he's normally on target. And on that occasion, He's not used to missing.
Not happy at all, was he? Not happy, and that would be because he had, well, 3 stumps to aim at from mid-off. Got him, looking to run it down to third man, and he's got it straight to the man at slip. A really good catch, low to the left.
Watson, terrific catch. He's a wide slip there, wide first slip. It flew to him low to the left. Reward for Johnson's control and line, and there Watson cleaned up for him and made it very worthwhile for him and the Australians. Taibu goes for 7 off 17 deliveries, and Zimbabwe 40 for 2.
Craig Irvine is into the middle for Zimbabwe, batting at number 4. Pulled him. He's gone through him. It's tailed back just a touch from Sean Tay onto the pad and then onto the stumps. Another wicket goes down.
I think he attempted Yorker. Brendan Taylor had been shaping up quite well, keeping his eye on the ball right till the end when the short ball was bowled, but he is just trying to work it away. I don't think it was anything special, just deflection off the pad, just one of those things that happen. It's a 40 for 3.
Zimbabwe's captain, Elton Chigumbura, walks in at number 5. They've lost a couple of quick wickets here, and they need to resurrect the innings somewhat, get a partnership together. At the end of the bowling, Prosper Otsea speaking, said a couple of good partnerships up front is what is required. It's gone fine, very fine. It's gone for 4. Off the pad as well. Oh, hello. Didn't pick that up at all. Found himself in no man's land and had to take the blow.
Yes, he dropped his wrists, didn't want to fend it off, and they got hit on the grill.
Big shout, huge shout. He's thinking about it. Ahsoka De Silva, and it's a shake of the head. There'll be consultation between keeper and captain, and straight away Haddon says to Ricky Ponting, you've got to go upstairs for that. So it will be a review. First check for the no ball. Is he behind the line? Yes, absolutely no trouble with that whatsoever. Now, is it pitch in line? Yes, pitch is in line. Strikes him. You'd say there's absolutely no bat involved there. That's what the umpires would be checking for, if there's a bit of bat on it. Nope, the bat is late. It's behind the pad. And the final thing to find out is it in line? Impact in line, pitching in line, hitting the wickets. Given not out. And the decision will be given, well, will be changed. And it will be given as out. Ahsoka De Silva to right to the wrong. There you go. Given out. 44 for 3, Zimbabwe. Make it 44 for 4. Irvin gone for none. It's 44 for 4. Sean Williams. Lots of work to do for Zimbabwe. Off the pad and down to the boundary for 4. Correction, off the bat down to the boundary for 4. Much needed boundary that for Zimbabwe. Been bogged down in the 40s and unable to get the ball away.
Well, first runs of the bat of 17 balls, and once again, every time Sean Tate strays onto the leg side, he gets taken for runs simply because of the pace that he generates So even a little tickle, little deflection. There again, there is again. But of course, Brad Haddin's got his gloves to it, and that's what's allowed. Oops, oops, oops.
That's well played. That's a very good shot. That was into the slot, and didn't try and hit it too hard. You don't have to when it's that quick. 54 for 4.
A lovely timing that by Chigumbara. Just leaning into that. Have a look at that. Just leaning into the drive, not trying to hit it too hard. Ball going smack bang off the middle of the bat and in the gap as well. Lovely shot.
Ooh, and straight away tossing it up, and well, that's a bit unlucky. It wasn't that bad a delivery.
Thick edge. Maybe in a test match situation he would have had another slip. With 4 wickets now. Just reaching for that delivery of Williams and getting a thick edge.
That's in the air, and there's no one back there. It's a good shot too. All the way for 6. A magnificent shot, in fact. Lovely timing there. Williams deciding that, well, he's just got to get on with it. And he's decided that Crazier's the man he's going to go after.
Well, obviously they're saying that the spinner is the best one to target rather than the quicker bowlers. Tate and Lee will not be easy to be hit for 6s. Certainly not like this.
Oh, well bowled. That's very well bowled. Not scared to toss it up. It spun. It beat everything. And ends up going through to the boundary for 4 byes. So that's now 84 for 4. It's in the air. Yes, and he's gone. And interestingly enough, Haddin, just in case, decided, righto, I'll take the bails off because the batsman may, I suppose he was thinking, may not be given out, but he was walking in any event. So that's a big blow. That partnership comes to an end. There it goes. Haddin takes the catch. You watch him here. Takes the catch and then comes running back and whips the bails off. So Chigumbara, the man out there called Haddin, bowled Crazier. So Crazier's on, well, in the bowling. He's got himself a wicket. It's 88 for 5. Well, it's Regis Chakava.
Got him. Really good catch. Those are difficult ones. He was playing away to the leg side. He was unsighted. Would have been unsighted for a while, Shane Watson. And that reverse swing, well, he's got one to go across the left-handed Sean Williams. No feet at all. And there we go. Just trying to play it away on the leg side. Outside edge, good low catch by Shane Watson. So Tate strikes for Australia. And Zimbabwe lose another wicket. 6 down now. They are for 96. Williams gone for 28. In at number 8 for Zimbabwe, Prosper Tsaya, former captain, bowled really well this afternoon. 10 overs, 1 for 43. He's got a job to do now with the bat. Big appeal now. Yeah, he's given him not a great choice of shot from Regis Chakava. And I don't know what he was doing trying to pull that particular delivery. But it looked a strange choice and looked to me that it hit him right in front. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. I think he had a little word with the non-striker Prosper Tsaya. And Prosper Tsaya nodded and said, yeah, I think that's dead, mate. And he's quite right. Regis Chakava goes for 6, 104 for 7. In at number 9, Graham Creamer. Big appeal on that occasion. I think he's got outside the line, you know. They're going to have a little banter about this. And I think Brad Haddin will be the ultimate judge. And he will know that maybe just got outside the line.
Well, Richard Kettleborough, the umpire at that end's got a pretty cool head. He's pretty new to the international scene, but he's done very well from what I've seen.
Oh, yes.
And that's the end of the over. Zimbabwe now 105 for 7.
That's a good call. And I think you'll find, there we go. It did turn back. Oh, the inside edge. Up in the air, but finds the gap, does Graham Creamer. And gets it away for a very welcome boundary.
And that's the first boundary after 15 overs of play. And quite a streaky one, really, just lifting it over the leg side, but just wide of mid-wicket.
Down, Rick, down! Yes,
Oh, brilliant. Ponting
boy!
at cover.
Up in the air, catches the call. It's Cameron White trying to get there. Doesn't. Ball lands safely. A single to Prosper Otsea.
Yeah, it stayed up in the air a long time. I just wonder whether White at first felt that it was going to easily reach him.
Oh, that's well bowled. A really well directed bounce hand in trying to evade it. Graham Creamer gets some bat on it and it goes over the keeper for 4.
Yeah, good bouncer, right on line.
Here's Tate. That's gone very fine. He's been trying to do that. Prosper Otsea gets it fine for 4.
Yeah, frustration for Sean Tate, but you'd have to say that was well executed, just opening the face, using the pace of the bowler. There's no slip in place, so he's got an open paddock there to run the ball down to third man.
Gone fine, very fine, 4 runs. Brings up the 150 for Zimbabwe.
Well, with the extra pace, any time the ball goes off the bat, particularly edges like this, it's going to go for boundary. And that is what extra pace can do. Sean Tate can well be upset with himself, but maybe he needs to get the ball a little further up.
Down!
David Hussey to continue. Nicely played that by Prosper Otsea. Gets a couple of runs.
You're getting 5 up.
David Hussey is a spin bowling option that the Australians have been using, even in the warm-up matches.
Catch it, Rick. Oh,
Taken.
yes.
A simple catch to mid-wicket. Prosper Otsea just looking to play a drive down the ground to mid-on. Presents Ricky Ponting with an easy catch. 8 down now, Zimbabwe.
Well, what a soft dismissal. Just stroking the ball, not even with any power, to Ricky Ponting at mid-wicket. He doesn't miss those catches. They have lost their 8th wicket for 153. Otsea out for 24.
Raymond Price walks to the wicket for Zimbabwe. Oh, what a shot. Very well played by Graham Creamer. He was waiting for it. It was short, and he put it away for 4. 161 for 8.
Well, that boundary brings him to his highest score in ODIs. But he's been pretty good with the bat.
Well, that sconed him. But he's still standing and running. Raymond Price.
Good boy, Mitch.
Well, he's taken a few blows for his country. You have to say that he took one on the hands and now this one on the head. Taking his eyes off the ball. He's, after all, a number 10 batsman. Not quite expected to handle the short delivery.
Oh, good catch. Brad Haddin diving away to his right. Takes a terrific catch there. So Mitchell Johnson with that angle across the right-hander has brought Graham Cremer's innings to an end.
Well, he played well, Cremer. Just trying to play up on the up, as they say, without taking his foot to the pitch of the ball. Fine low catch by Brad Haddin. Mitchell Johnson gets another wicket. He's got 3 for 18 now. It's 167 for 9.
Well, Australia have collected 9 wickets. That brings to the crease Christopher Mpofu, their opening bowler. He's off the mark immediately. But Cremer played pretty well. 37 from 51 deliveries before he was out to a good catch taken by Brad Haddin.
No footwork there, but then he's been playing on the up and getting the ball through the covers. But this is a terrific catch by Brad Haddin, because the ball was dying on him as well and moving away from him.
That's a good one to start with.
Well, that was the toe crusher. Oh, Mpofu angling in, reverse swing. Mpofu just about getting his bat down in time.
That's nicely timed, but there is a man back.
Well, he's trying to get that Yorker, but he's not getting it on target. Just straying down the leg side. Mpofu.
Oh, he's done a Danny Morrison. He's head-butted it. I've been spending a bit of time with Danny of late. I saw one in Australia. I didn't realise that apparently he did it 2 or 3 times in his career, but that's a classic. Just 4 overs to be bowled in this match. Australia would be a little annoyed that they haven't finished this off. Mitchell Johnson getting the opportunity with his last over. He's coming around the wicket.
Well, this is, I think, a pretty good move. He's bowled well over the wicket, but somewhere down the line in some of the other matches to come, he might be needed to bowl round the wickets. It's a good idea to try and bowl that to the number 10 and 11 batsman.
And a catch taken there by Brad Haddin, a much simpler catch. So hitting the outside edge from around the wicket. Mitchell Johnson has done the trick. Australia have won this game, and they've won it by 91 runs over Zimbabwe.
So in the end, Australia's fast men were just too hot to handle for the young Zimbabwean batsmen. No one played the major innings required, which meant that they were never really in the run chase. And it was left to number 9, Graham Cremer, to make the top score. Liam Tate was solid, if not spectacular, but Mitchell Johnson outshone them both with his 4 for 19. Jason Krejci would also have been pretty happy with his World Cup debut. As his side's primary spinner, he could well be bowling plenty of overs during the next few weeks. Australia then not as convincing as they would have liked, but they've still won by 91 runs and extended their unbeaten run in World Cups to 30 games. After the match, Tony Greig spoke to both captains.
Well, congratulations first of all. Your winning run continues. It's 24 in a row now as captain.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me about that. Good start for us today. I thought Zimbabwe bowled and fielded particularly well. A really slow wicket, tough to get any pace on the ball when the spinners came on, and they bowled 38 or 39 overs of spin today. So we just kept ourselves in the game, got ourselves a decent enough total, and we knew that if we bowled well, that should have been enough runs.
I thought we were restricted to the score that we wanted to chase, but I think we just have to work on our batting. We didn't put runs on the board. I thought it was a good wicket to bat on.
Elton, you must have been very happy with the way your bowlers performed because you did a good job to restrict the Australians early on.
Yeah, I was very happy with the bowling department. Obviously, the fifth bowler is something that we have to work on as well. But overall, I thought the bowling and fielding was superb.
It's a nice solid day today. It took me a little while to get going, get used to the conditions and sort of find my way of exactly how I was going to score out there. They bowled nicely with the new ball. With the spinners, I found it a little bit difficult to get away to start with, but it's nice to be able to play different innings and sort of find your way. So I thought it was a nice solid game from all of us, so it's a good way to start.
Well, it's good to run into the spinners as well because there's no way you're going to get away from them during this tournament.
That's exactly right. It wouldn't surprise me if a lot of spin is bowled to us, especially if the ball is turning a bit. It didn't really turn that much today, but it was more so just a little bit slow. So it's a good time to get a bit of practice in. And
opening the batting with an off spinner bowling the first over, a little different.
It is definitely, yeah. It's not something that, especially in Australia, you don't really come up against that much, but I'm pretty sure it's going to happen a bit more often throughout this tournament. So it's a good way to be able to get some good practice in.